Hello everyone and welcome to our Family Information Night. My name is HuishanWang and I'm an early childhood teacher with 5 years of experience. Today, this information section will share the value of play-based approach to teaching and learning to answer some questions that some families may have. At the beginning of the speech, I first need to talk that I acknowledge and pay respect to the ancestors and descendants of the land upon which we worked, meet, and study. I'm mindful that within and without the buildings, the land always was and always will be Aboriginal land. So let's begin. Before we talk about the pedagogy of play, here is a simple question. What is play for children? Different people have different views on this. For example, the theorist Piaget believed that play was an enjoyable demonstration of well-known actions. According to Early Childhood Australia, play is a self-selected activity of play, seek and a means of learning and expectation for children. Every kid has the right to play, which is crucial to a child's growth. So, why does play have a significant role in children's development? Let's first talk about the Piaget theory. According to the Piaget theory of cognitive development, children have different stages of cognitive development at various ages and develop their world through play. At 0 to 2 years old, they recognize the world through movement and perspection. At 2 to 7 years old, they understand and use the symbolism of science. Play is a visual of child's practice. For example, in this picture, the child may use the fallen leaves as paper money. Besides, from another point of view, children grow and learn through various methods built and accepted by society and culture. Let's adopt Vygotsky's theory of the zone of proximal development, which we also said ZPD, to characterize the range of activities in which a child fully understands and learning process. He argues that with the support of more knowledgeable others, such as teachers and peers, children can learn to do things beyond their current level of development. Also, when a child is in play, their level of behavior is higher than their average age, which should be for everyday behavior. Here is another example. Please observe this scenario. A girl is engaged in a symbolic game. She is holding an empty cup and trying to feed the unicorn toy. Will the plant contain something that to her means food? Such a similarly simple game supports multiple areas of development. The girl translates actual eating behavior into play scenarios through imagination and reasoning, which allows her to enhance cognition. She can improve her language experience and physical skills by talking to toys and placing different toys in the right place. Also during role playing, she may work with others and learn how to care of others, which means she exercises her development's social and emotional part. However, there are still several challenges in the integrating play into teaching and learning. Theories still have their limitations. Educators should consider how they made assumptions and be aware that their decisions may affect children differently. The first is individual differences in children. Children of the same age may also have significant gaps in the mentioned developmental areas. In this case, the teacher can start by grouping the children according to their level of development. For example, for the sound play portion of the program, for more advanced children, the teacher can provide support such as some small buckets and shelves in the fields to help them try to build more complex structures. If there are slow developing children, the teacher may allow them to explore freely first and then guide them to discover items around them that can be used as support once they are familiar with them. In addition, due to technological development and cultural difference, children will play differently and families may have different ideas. One way to address this challenge is by connecting teachers, families, and communities. Like this activity, many families have learned about the importance and significance of a play-based approach through this information section. Families and communities can offer more diverse programs for ideas and environments involved in play. Here comes to my personal philosophy regarding play. Since the two theories mentioned above are based on a specific context and cultural perspective of the times, I maintain critical thinking while embracing traditional theories of early childhood education. Children have an innate want to explore both external and internal, and play-based learning allows them to fulfill the need, which is my educational philosophy on play. Here are two examples. I've been in the process of setting up the playground outdoors. Unlike a traditional classroom, children's sense of belonging to nature and environmental awareness is enhanced through exposure to and interaction with the natural environment. During the learning process, I will support children's agency. It means I will have the children collect their favorite natural materials they come into contact with outdoors, such as fallen leaves, dirt, sticks. I also encourage them to decide what to collect, and I support the activities. This approach allows children to make their own choice based on curiosity rather than being asked to do this by others. Besides, another example is when designing a game. I will provide different props and let the children decide how the game should go. There was a time when I offered some building blocks, but finally the kid has a symbolic game. Yeah, a symbolic dramatic game. They used some of the blocks as cell phones and just leaned next to their ears to talk to each other. Instead of interfering with their choice, I used to block equally to communicate and encourage them to continue utilizing other props. It enables them to explore what they want fully through this game. Well, next part is about the suitable environment. It's essential for play-based learning to run smoothly. It can be categorized into three parts: the physical environment, the social environment, and the temporal environment. A good environment allows all children to play without fear, has adequate fixtures and props, and can be used consistently. All children should be able to study and grow in a safe and convenient environment. We will provide natural light, non-stimulating colors, and appropriate toys to keep kids focused on their play. Besides, a good environment allows children, kids, and teachers to interact efficiently in the play area. The corporate area can be a large rather than a small table for each children, which increases the likelihood of communication between them. At the temporal level, a good environment should ensure children can play for a long time without being interrupted in the middle. At the same time, it needs to have some verbal and non-verbal cues, such as music and pictures, to make children aware of the transitions between different activities. So that is what our information sharing section was about. And I hope that families are free of concerns about play and understand the importance of play in early childhood. It's our common expectation that children will grow up healthy and happy and enter the next stage of learning smoothly. I hope the information I have provided answers all of your questions and helps your children. Thank you very much for that. And here is the reference page.